this is Joelle Anderson, midfielder on Bay FC, and you're watching Barrier Sports Wrap.
Yeah, she's right here.
Should we start ourselves? Ask each other?
So,
A Q&A? How's your daughter? How's the family?
That would be entertaining.
Yeah. Some would you rathers?
They're training players to be part of the media.
I think
Hey.
I'll take some of those questions.
Do you really want some
Well,
of those
good
questions?
point. Good point.
Like Kelly and Jordan in here?
So true.
If you had
Wait.
someone from the team to ask you questions, who would it be, like Jamie?
Mm,
Tess would be good at it. She might try to grill you.
no, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Emily would be good. She'd be politically correct.
I'm trying to think of someone that would just be
Catherine.
kind and sweet Catherine.
Yeah.
The other ones we're gonna try to poke.
Yeah, they would.
All right, welcome into our postgame press conference. Please be joined by Maddie Moreau and head coach Albertin Montoya. We'll let coach make a quick statement and then we'll open up to questions.
So first of all, thanks for being here, and I'll say that we enjoyed our football out there today. That's what I told the team afterwards. Today I was almost like a fan on the sideline. Yes, we were coaching, but we were enjoying watching them play. The way they moved the ball around, the energy, the movement, and that's one of the good things about games like this. There's a little bit less pressure, and the message is, look, we can enjoy our football play out there where it's just a little bit more freedom, and we can do that during our league play. And that's going to be our goal because there's some really good stuff going out there. And talking to them afterwards, a few of them were like, wait a second, I didn't even feel tired. I didn't necessarily feel like we were defending or chasing all that much. I'm like, exactly, because you guys were now touching, moving, and enjoying the football. And more importantly, everyone, I've always said this, every single player out there can have a huge impact on this team. And it's fun to watch when it comes together like that. Maddie comes in the second half and has an outstanding game. And then what a cross into the box with Penelope's first touch finish. But that's what they've been doing in practices, and they're just enjoying their football. Keep it simple as that.
All right, thanks, Coach. Paula, you have the first question?
Albertin, good afternoon. This week we have been talking about this friendly classical. What do you guys change for the second half? And I have a follow-up.
So we didn't really make many changes for the second half. It was just continue doing what you've been doing, but just a little bit better, a little bit cleaner, understanding when we can keep the ball and slow the game down, and then understanding when we can go at speed and recognize opportunities to go forward and be dangerous. It was just that, but it was, hey, it's been good. Let's just be a little bit better and we'll get a goal.
It has been a long break. After today's game, although it's friendly, what would you like to keep? What would you like to change to face Japan this weekend?
So what I would like to keep, and I continue to say this, is the joy that we showed out there and the togetherness that we showed. So that's going to be extremely important, not only against Japan, but against everyone else we face. So that's the most important thing, is support each other, play for each other, and enjoy the game.
Última pregunta en español, ¿está bien? Bueno, ahorita jugaron con Los Ángeles, un equipo pues, de la liga, pero ahorita viene un equipo pues, internacional muy fuerte. ¿Cómo esto ayuda al equipo para saber dónde están y adaptarse rápidamente a enfrentar un equipo internacional también como este?
So Maddie dijo que she said she was going to ask the Spanish question today.
Yeah, whatever he says.
No, la diferencia, cuando vamos a jugar contra Japón, el equipo de Japón, ellos juegan fútbol con la pelota en el suelo y cómo se mueven. Y yo le dije al equipo hoy después del juego, mira, el próximo domingo vamos a jugar con un equipo que juegan como nosotros queremos jugar. Pero la diferencia también es que nosotros vamos a ser más difícil en la defensa, y también tenemos que usar la rapidez que tenemos nosotros cuando estamos atacando. Pero es muy importante porque ellos van a jugar muy bien el fútbol y como toca la pelota. Y es importante que nosotros aprendamos con eso, pero también saber que podemos jugar el mismo juego.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Couldn't have said it any better.
Coach, the first half of the season, probably what you guys that you want to jump outside the playoff. Just out of the playoff line, what do you take from the first half of the season? What's the reflection from the first half of the season going to the second half?
So
Especially with the month off.
Yeah, so it's interesting. The first half of the season wasn't necessarily what we wanted. point-wise. But our last 4 or 5 games have been very good. I mean, when you play Orlando and the way we played them in that second half, the way we played Gotham, right? We've been moving in the right direction. And look, the reality is, I think we've been a little bit unfortunate. Just like that goal we gave up today, right? It's kind of like a fluky goal. But the message at halftime was, hey, that's the way the season's been, but what are we going to do about it? And we're in a place that we can change things around. And they're starting to believe that. And it's the same thing we did in the second half of the season. And this break actually came at a good time because we were able to just take a step back. It's like, hey, let's forget about everything that's happened, right? Continue moving forward and playing the way we are playing. But it's a long season. Things even out. They kind of just, we haven't had the breaks. We'll get them. And we're going to get that in the second half. And it's all about the players believing. And that's going to be the biggest difference.
And then follow up to have these two friendlies at their month off, how big is that for you guys, considering one month off with 5 games, and instead of jumping right back into the one from the West Side 2 weeks ago, right back in the season, maybe you guys are two friendlies to kind of shake off the rest, I would say, right?
Yeah, it's not only shake off the rust, it's also opportunities for us to try different systems, or not necessarily different systems, just different personnel in certain positions, right? And the way we're asking them to move. So that's what's been very beneficial for us, and it was last year as well. So we just need to continue to build off that and perform and get the points, because it's all about getting the 3 points. But I think we're going to be in a very good spot. Actually, I know we are. Thank you.
How friendly did you guys feel tonight?
Well, I mean, it's always it's a friendly match, but we're competitors. We want to win. We want to go out and perform. And obviously, who would have thought? I think it's my first yellow this season, and it comes on the exhibition game. But that's where, the fire that we all have, and we earned it. So how friendly? Look, we want to win. Even though I forgot, not that I forgot, we tied the game, but it felt good because we came back from one goal deficit, responded very well, and had other chances. So we could have been up in that second half. So just good game all around.
Friendly did you feel tonight?
We don't really like Angel City very much. They bring out, I think, the best in us because we play really well and we can be gritty. And they match it, so it's fun. Like when you get stuck in, it's so fun to come out of things, and it's professional. So I think there's mutual respect. But I don't think you start the game and in the huddle you're not like, let's be super friendly today. Like that's not hyping you up. So it was fun. It's fun. Yeah.
Did you think there was a chance there would be something like, at the end where, pushing and shoving and just, ostensibly it's a friendly match, but not always the most friendly?
I think there's always a chance. I think when you go into training, there's a chance. I think that's what makes it enjoyable because we all want it. So, yeah, and I mean, like, people like Penelope. There's always a chance.
Albertin, I don't remember, was it also you got
Yes.
maybe fouled?
Yeah.
Or not?
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, what did you see on that?
I saw her cut the player, went inside, and the player clearly took her leg out. And what I loved, whoever's running the Jumbotron or whatever it's called, that they showed that play like 15 times. And that was excellent because they usually don't do that for the referees, I think, sake. And then you could see it over and over and over again. So that's why I got a little bit heated because, look, this is a player that's making her first start. She has an opportunity. And could you imagine what a great moment for her if she draws a PK there, being aggressive, trying to take a player on. Because it's easy to just turn around and play that ball backwards and play it safe. But why not? And that's what we're asking, and she would have been rewarded for that. So that's why I was like, oh my gosh, it was clear PK in my eyes, but referee's closser. So maybe she saw something different.
How would you compare the intensity today to what normal regular season game?
It's interesting, as Maddie mentioned, I thought both teams went in there to compete, and you could see it. There's a little fight everywhere, all over the field. So intensity was very good, and a 1:30 game makes it difficult with the heat as well. We've played in mid-afternoon games in the past, and they would kind of seem very slow. And this one just had a lot of good energy on both sides of the ball. It was good.
Did you think the refs were letting one more go today? Before the end, it seemed like there were a number of plays where
It was, but I think she was calling him. I actually thought the referee did a very good job. And I went turned over to our staff. Now, although that PK, yes, it was a questionable PK, she had good control of the game. Now, there were fouls, but for the most part, they were being called. And, of course, there's going to be one or two going either way. But that was a good competitive match all around.
Coach, just trying to know like an evaluation process for the players and how they will start to get the chance to start and show what they can do. Who maybe stands out for you today, if there was anybody, or I guess overall, I guess if not, team-wise, what did you see in tonight's play?
So it's not necessarily just who. What we always work as a coaching staff is relationships, and who plays well for each other, and then with each other, and then getting them all to understand, and that regardless of who's on the field, they can be effective. Maddie was the standout today, right? She hasn't played much this season. She comes in there and does everything we've asked her to do. Gets up and down the line, wins her tackles, and then has a great assist with the confidence to find that ball in there. But every player, and we see this at practice, and this is the difficult decisions we have to do as the coaches and staff. And it's difficult for Maddie, for Jamie. Jamie was outstanding in that midfield today. But we've got 6, 7, 8 midfielders that in any given day can start. And it's just managing that, right? And we're asking them to perform and to be consistent in practice. And we're starting to see that. And that's going to help us in the second half of the season. They're understanding that, okay, it's not about, hey, this player is just playing because they play all the time. I'm like, well, it's hard to break into that lineup, but then you have to go out and perform. And when they do, like Maddie and Jamie did, and I turned that around. This is another thing I told our staff. They did what they're supposed to do. They're making our jobs very difficult. Because I can only start 11, and I've got 24, 25 players that are incredible for this team.
For Maddie, real quick, what did you maybe work on, if anything, during the break? Because it looked like you were being a lot more aggressive out there when you get up and down today.
I've learned a lot about myself this season, I think, and that I need to work less. I'm a perfectionist, and for a lot of times in the season, it is hard to come in and out of the lineup. And I think when I become too concerned about what I need to be doing and how I need to be doing it, I crush my own confidence. So today I just said, I'm just giving up. Like, I'm just going to play and try to have fun and not take it too seriously. And I was so proud of the result, and I enjoyed myself, which is just, like, all I want, really. Because more than playing time, more than all that stuff, I just want to have a good time. And so I think I'm learning to do less. Yeah.
Maddie, kind of expanding on this question there. Last summer is really when you started to kind of pick up momentum and get into line more often. How different do you see your game from now compared to 12 months ago?
I think I really want progress to be linear. And I'm always working. I work very hard. I'm not trying to brag about that. I just, like, that's what I lean on. And so I always wanted to see it going like this, and it doesn't. It goes like this, and then it goes like this, and then it goes like this. So I don't know. All of that to say, I don't know. I felt good today. I had fun today, and I think when I do that, I play my best. But yeah, I'm always working on different things. So we'll see, basically. Yeah.
That's it. Matt, I have to ask, when you get across that what do you want to like to kind of watch it and that transpire a little bit? Does it guide in slow motion to you?
I hit the Grassopedia. First of all, I was like, great finish, because that was a great finish. And then I just felt relief, honestly, because my expectations for myself are so high. And I felt a little bit more freedom. Yeah.
One more question. It has been a long break. Are you able to connect with fans again? What was going through your mind?
I'm so grateful for our fans, because it was hot today, and it wasn't a game that counted towards the season, and they always come out, and they're always so excited to see us. And we play inter-squad often, and nothing matches a game, because it's just genuinely so much more enjoyable when the fans are there and they're giving us energy. Like, it's just not comparable. So yeah, we love our fans. Yeah, it was really nice to see them. Yeah.
Note to self, let's bring fans for our inner squad.
Yeah.
We'll close out, Chris.
Yeah, Albertin, how much when you have these friendlies, you just throw stuff at the lobby and you said, you relaxed. Seems like it led to some, whether it's creativity or just sort of, Maddie was saying, really not having to worry so much about the consequences. How much of that can you do during the season? Obviously this is a unique opportunity where the stakes are lower, but what is the process of just working through that and trying to apply things sort of as opportunities come up?
So the challenge is getting the players to understand that you can play relaxed like this and still be successful and still have a great game. We all put too much pressure on ourselves during the league, and we expect that certain things have to be a certain way. Like, no, it's football. You can still enjoy it. The best teams from around the world, regardless of where they're playing and what league, the best teams enjoy being out there. They're competitors, and that's why they're playing at the pro level. So they're going to hold themselves accountable. But the players sometimes and coaching staff, everyone puts so much pressure from one game to the other. When ultimately, I believe that we're going to be most successful when we're going out and playing this beautiful game, because it is a beautiful game, right? You don't have to motivate them all that much because they're competitors, they're winners, they want to go out there and play. But it's now just take the stress off them, right? It's like go out there. And that's where, when you play this way, it's like, look, can we replicate that in the season? Because the desire is going to be there, but it just, I told them, go try things. Move off the ball, just find the space and go. And you could see that they were confident in their dribbles, their touches. We can do that in league play as well, and we've shown it in these last few games. But what's happened, and I'm just talking here too much, we give up a goal, and then all of a sudden we start to tense up a little bit, and then when we relax again, we've been very good in the second half of the season, and that's what happened today. It's like, okay, we give up a goal, doesn't matter. Let's just even enjoy it as much as, even more so in that second half, and we did.
Yeah, and Maddie, I just wanted to ask you, what we have in the two-signing extension, you're going to, future's kind of security or for the long term, what was that like for you?
Before that, I just want to speak on the training environment that Albertin and the staff creates for us, because he's right, he doesn't need much motivation for us. We all want to be here, we all want to play, but I think they do a really good job of trying to remind us to enjoy ourselves, because even though they'll say it, it doesn't fully go into your mind. You're still fighting yourself, you're still fighting everything, but they do their best to try to bring that into every training and make it be silly and fun and goofy, and I don't think other teams in the league are prioritizing that. So it's like a blessing for us to be here as players. What was your question? I'm sorry.
Now that your future is secured here, does that, allow you to relax? How do you feel about that?
I think in professional sports, it's amazing. I'm so honored and grateful. At the same time, I think it's just, there's no security really. That's why it's so hard. And me personally, no, it doesn't really give me much relief, because I'm my own biggest critic, so beating myself is more important than the outcome of, what's going to happen next year. It's every day, so yeah, I love my teammates more than anything right now in my life. And so to have 2 more years with them, hopefully, that everything works out and no injuries and everything, it's so nice. Yeah. We all love to be here.
Well, sounds like you're happy to be here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And the staff loves to coach the group of players we have. It's goofy, but we get after it.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
All right, any other questions? Okay, well, that's it for them. Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, Bay Area Sports Wrap. Let's go. Love you guys. I'll see you next time.